Hey, 5th grade. Ready for your art lesson with your friendly neighborhood art teacher? Before we begin, you will need paper. Lined paper or printing paper is fine. A pencil and eraser, and some sort of coloring supplies. Before we go any further, I want you guys to take a few minutes, it's about a 7-minute long video, and watch Austin's Butterfly. This is to remind you of to look for observations and observational skills in artwork. This is to show you about how we can practice and getting feedback from other students. So I'm going to pause for a few moments and let you go watch and then come back. All right, your expedition this semester has been The Changes Keep Coming. Your guiding questions: what makes a change maker and how do we create societal change? How can I affect change on the present? How has Amanda prepared me to be the change in the future? Your learning targets today is a little bit open-ended here. I can look closely at a picture for details. I can draw these details on my artwork, and I can practice more than one time. That's going to be really the most important part, is I can practice more than one time. So your expedition has clearly had to change a little bit. We're going to be working on a silhouette portrait of you from the side, but we're going to add other details later. Today we're going to work on silhouettes. Silhouettes, the word silhouette is French for shadow, and you'll see why. I'm going to show you some really good examples of silhouettes and profiles, and then we're going to talk about what you need to focus on today. You're going to be drawing your silhouette a couple of times. There's a few different ways to do this, and I will talk to you more about those as we go through them. So this is an example of a silhouette. This is a male and female silhouette, and they are facing each other. Silhouettes used to be a really popular way to make a portrait of somebody. What the artist would do was they would have the person sit somewhere, probably, and put their, sit sideways next to the wall. They would put a really bright light to their side, and they would trace the person's shadow behind them on the wall. The closer you have the light source to the subject, the better the silhouette is, and I'll show you that in a few minutes too. These are some basic silhouettes. I will show you an even more basic silhouette of a human face in a few minutes. You are going to be working on making yours. Before we do that, let's look at a couple of examples. So here are some young men examples of silhouettes. You're going to have to figure out how to make your silhouette look like you. If you have short hair that's close to your scalp, you're going to have to figure out how to make it look like that. If you have hair that's, you can comb back, or even if you have hair that you let fall down around your ears or whatever it is, you're going to have to figure out how to add your hair to your picture and how to make it look like it's your nose and your chin and things like that. Ladies, how do you want to do your hair? Are you going to do your hair pulled up, pulled back? My ladies who have the hijabs, you are more than welcome to continue using yours for your silhouette portraits. So, I'm going to show you, if you notice at the very beginning, there was a little portrait, a little silhouette. This is from, well over 30 years ago, almost 40 years ago, when my mom took me as a tiny little 3-year-old to go get my silhouette done, and hers too. So that's my mom on the left, and that's me on the right. This is the basic shape I'm going to have for you. This is available on the website, or on the Google site, so if you want to go and download it for the Google, you can. You need to figure out how to make this blank silhouette look more like you. So, you can use this, trace the outline, you can print it out, then trace it, and it should be pretty big, and then figure out how it will look like you when you're done. Or, give me a moment, let me see if I can get my camera going here. When you are doing a silhouette, it's a little hard to say, yes, I know. The closer you get a light source to the object, the better the shadow will be underneath it. So if you have like a really big lamp and you want to stand next to the wall, shine that lamp up next to you, get it kind of close, and let somebody trace your silhouette. Go for it. Have fun with it. That can be a great way to do this. You can get your mom and dad to help you out. If you cannot do this and you need to work with the template right here, that is totally fine. That's why I have the template. So if you can't get someone to help you trace yours, that's fine. Between you and me, I was going to try and ask my husband to do it, but he said he couldn't trace and hold a light, and he was right. Mostly he just couldn't trace. So what you're going to be working on today is getting your silhouette figured out. How do you want it to look? Which direction do you want to face? How much do you want to tilt your head? How much do you want to shove your hair? How do you want to have your hair? Up or down? You know, how are you going to do it? I don't mind if you want to, kind of like we did with the other ones, if you want to do something that has like a hand, like right here, if you want to look like you're thinking, I don't know how that looks on that. Okay, you can look like you're thinking, or you have your hand out like that, whatever. But you're not going to be doing a full-on picture today. I just want you to figure out how you want your silhouette to look. So, you can use this as your example or as your inspiration. You can trace that and then figure out how you can make things look more like you. You can do the thing where you actually sit down and someone gets a lamp near you and traces it on the wall. Whatever it is that you're going to do, you're going to be figuring out how to have your silhouette. Do a couple of them. Make a few outlines. For your reflection, just talk to your home teacher about what you think is challenging about this. And your turn-in today is your spring break artwork from Tuesday. I want to see who's put theirs in the Google folder. So, if you have any questions, you can email me at afranz@amandaacademy.org. There's the link for the Google Drive, but I will also have that listed on your daily sheets. All right, 5th grade. I'll see you next week.